And welcome to another Pilots and Drones podcast. I am your host, Kent Nairhoos. That's right, the coach is in the house, baby, and we're here to talk to you about drones and how to get started in drones. Everyone always asks, hey, what's the first FPV drone I should buy? And we're going to tell you today, you want to go with the micro-sized 65 millimeter drone, also known as a Whoop. As you can see, these things are pretty small. 65 millimeter results is the frame size here. You do have a camera. This is analog. Looks like your old 1980s TV. You do have an antenna, which is for your controller, your RX antenna. Has a little VTX on the board. This is an AIO. And this is how you're going to start. Start cheap, okay? You're going to crash this thing. You got to get your bearings about you. And the way you fly these things is you use a pair of goggles. Just like this. You fly them. Woo! Doing the whole 9 yards. So, but again, you want to start with this. This you can fly indoors. You can fly it outdoors in light wind, but mostly this is an indoor drone. Now, it's got 4 props. It's a quadcopter. You can plug it in. It has software associated with it called Betaflight, which is an open source. This is called Beta FPV Air 65. This one's been modified quite a bit, and it's not even the right frame, but this is what it originally was. And when you get into the FPV world, you can hot rod these things. You can add different motors. You can add different cameras. For example, this is analog, but you can add digital to it. So they have made cameras this small, that's right, that can shoot you 1080p, even 4K. There's a couple different companies. There's DJI, who pretty much has almost everything under the sun. And then you have Walksnail out there, who they do a pretty good job. And they have something that can fit on something a little bit bigger than this, but you still got it. So, hey, coach, I got the drone. How do I power the thing? That's right. Well, hey, we got you covered, kid. You know the coach ain't going to leave you hanging like that. So what do we got? We got 1S batteries. This is how these bad boys fly. Now, this battery here, this is a HV. That stands for high voltage. You have a Solo Good here. These are both made by the same company called Tattoo. And the Solo Good, they're going to last a little bit longer. But the HVs, man, they're going to give you that power when you need it on the racetrack, especially the racetrack. Or you could go with some basic Lavas, 300 MHA. That is how you're going to get this bad boy in the air, light enough, powerful enough to get you about anywhere between 2 to 5 minutes. You know, if you're ripping out here at the Drone Champs track, and you're trying to win that prize money, you're only going to get about 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. If you float this bad boy and are just cruising, you're going to get closer to around 3 to 5 minutes. But again, it's not like your DJI drones where you're going to get 30 minutes or anything like that. So, hey, what do you got to do? That's right, kid. You got to buy multiple batteries. You got to buy a bunch of them. Now, again, a pack of 5 or 6 of these is going to run you about $30, $25 to $30. So the price point's a lot cheaper than, say, for example, a smart battery that's going to run you about $100, $150 each one. Now, hey, wait a minute, coach. How do I charge it up? Hey, coach has got you, baby, right here. We got the ViFly charger. This is one of the better chargers out there. It gives you 2 options. You can charge your PH and your BT2 drones batteries. What does that mean? Hey, coach has got you. Don't worry, we got you. So PH2, this is kind of an older plug-in. Not as efficient, but you could see it's got the wires and the little plugs. This here is the BT 2.0, a little bit more efficient with these and easier to plug in and charge up. So again, you're going to want to start small because you don't want to start with this bad boy. Look at this thing. I mean, this is the 5-inch drone. It's got a GoPro. This thing hits you, it ain't going to be fun. You turn the props on, try to test it, and all of a sudden, what? You're cut. So you want to make sure that you start small So that way you can ease your way into FPV, because there's going to be a lot of crashing. There's going to be a lot of learning curve that you're going to have to do. But this is the way to start. Now, where do you learn how to do it? That's right. You go to Drone Champs, thedronechamps.com, book yourself a lesson or get yourself some merchandise, absolutely. But you could get yourself a lesson, $25 for 30 minutes. You'll use our drones, you'll use our controllers, you'll use our goggles. Or you can learn to build a drone from one of our techs, one-on-one, $300 to learn how to build one of these bad boys. So that way, you don't always got to come in and drop $60 repair at Drone Champs, even though I would love for you to do that. But we are always here to help to support anything and everything you do in FPV. So that's why we want you to start small. We want you to start to where you're comfortable and you can ease your way into FPV flying, because it's a totally different situation. When you fly and you start flying FPV, your brain does not have those neurons yet. They do not have those neurological pathways. So you are literally learning to walk over again. So if you've ever seen an infant or a baby try to walk, what happens? They fall right on their head, right? Same thing's going to happen to you when you're doing the drone stuff. So do you want to pay $25 to $45 per motor on these bad boys? Or you could get a whole group of motors for about $45 with these one. Props, going to cost you a couple bucks as well. Camera, about $15 or so. And then the flight controller there costs anywhere between $50 to $80 in between there. So again, you want to start cheap with these bad boys. That's the way to go. There's a lot of different models out there. There's Mobula 8s. There's Hummingbirds. There's Air 65s. There's a lot of different ones. And in our next video, our head tech, Justin, is going to get into all the technical aspects of tiny whooping, micro drone racing, and these little bad boys and what we can do with them when it comes to flying FPV. So again, check out thedronechamps.com. Come on down, book yourself a flight lesson, or get into one of our races, learn how to build a drone, and we'll get you in the air. And we'll see you on the next drone flight.